Hi. Yeah, no shirt. Getting ready to go to the pool today. Um, so I thought I'd add on to the previous video of how Aspergers think. And it's kind of odd to how to describe this, but how I visualize it in my head is basically you're standing on the ground and you look up, and everything you're thinking about is in a ring spinning above your head really fast. And really all you're trying to do is grasp at similar looking things and pull them down so you can put them in one spot. It's probably an overstimulus thing that there's just entirely too much going on. I don't know if this necessarily works with other Asperger's people. I might have a slightly different, it is a spectrum of all things. I don't necessarily even qualify as ADHD, because I can put myself on a subject and just stay there. My thoughts tend to bounce around, but I can still maintain doing the right thing. Like, I can have a conversation about 6 different things to someone sitting here on the couch, but the entire time I will be able to maintain doing something on WoW or Cityville or whatever random Facebook game I happen to be attached to that month. So, yeah, there's that. And when I try to describe things, if you've seen from the other videos, I tend to, it's almost like there's a string. When I pull down an idea, there's like a string I don't notice. And as I'm talking about it, and I'm just right at you guys, it may not come down right away. And then I'll move on to something else I grab. And then throw it at you guys. And then the other one comes down trickling. I'm like, what the? Oh, yeah, right. Got to do that one. So I squish it, and throw it at you guys. Now, some people find my conversations really hard to follow, and I know that's kind of one of the diagnostic criteria on Wikipedia for Asperger's, disjointed conversation. Maybe I forced myself to talk about multiple different things because when I was little, I would only talk about one thing. Gee, that sounds familiar. So if I somehow talked about different things, it seemed like what most people were doing. They'd randomly pew, 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 bounce around like a pinball on coffee. More coffee than I drink. And so maybe if I acted like that in my conversation, people would not think me weird and push me out like some foreign object. We can get into that one later. I've always got more ideas coming up. Like I said, the little ideas come down, and usually they just spawn into another video. I don't know of any way to arrest the speed of the ring of thoughts. I pretty much just gotta grab them as I see them. And that's just as I'm not thinking about anything, if I'm just yammering. But if I actually have a coherent thought, I tend to have tabs, not like tabs on your browser, like tabs in a filing system, or the tag clouds that are over on certain websites, where some words are big, some words are small, and they're all around each other. And the most popular word that things are tagged with is the big one. It's in the center because you want to see it. I'm really good at applying tags in my own brain to things. And that's how I can get a lot of weird information. Because I've tagged tags. That's really odd. Like I said in the intro video, I probably have an eidetic memory, and I don't know it. Well, I do know it, but I didn't know it for so long. I just thought the rest of the world was flippant in their memories. I didn't realize that most people can't remember the names of their first grade class when they're in their mid-30s. I mean, you could probably remember people from your first grade class when you're in 4th grade, if you haven't switched schools. But, yeah, really odd where my brain stores stuff and how it does. Someone was talking about something about a week ago, and I was making food in the kitchen, and they said something innocuous, and I commented, and it gave them immense insight into something. I was like, you didn't know that? I learned that years ago. And yeah, that's pretty much how that is. So while Asperger's people can seem disjointed in their conversation, they're actually really streamlined in what they're doing, in what they're thinking. Seems to bounce around, but with a greater holistic knowledge of what they know and talk about, you can actually follow a flow of everything for a long time. And they will talk a long time. I do. I made a WoW video earlier, before I had near Nikki time, and that wound up going 16 minutes, and I said it was going to be a short video. I just kept yammering. World of Warcraft is one of my more recent fixations. I've trained myself to not peel away so many other things. I'll still do the dishes and, chop and watch television, but I idle with WoW. And so people are like, "Oh, you're kind of obsessive." I'm like, not really. If you actually watch me throughout the day, I do different things. I keep this house clean. Currently, roommate's cat is probably shedding because it's warm and cold, and the fur doesn't know what to do, so there's just fur everywhere. The lack of the rapidly declining allergy medication for me is really apparent for that one. But I vacuum, I water the plant. Things go as things go. So yeah, I'm gonna give my friend here a buzz, see if she wants to come to the pool. It's about that right time. Yeah. So hopefully the limit will be increased and we will upload my WoW video and not have to re-record it. If not, I will try to make it smaller. 15 minutes is a long time to ramble about something. But, it's a guide. So, what was I supposed to do?